Well, I've been without water since last night.
He's not alone. Thousands of people in eastern Kentucky are still without running water. What leaders there are doing to try and help.
A library scrambling to fix their roof after water leaks into the Breathitt County Library. We'll have a look at the damage.
Just thinking, oh my God, everything I got, I've lost everything. Everything I got's in there.
The fire destroyed a Whitley County home after firefighters believe a stove was left on.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
Good evening to you. Tonight, water problems continue to plague much of southeastern Kentucky. Many people there are still without water in the wake of last weekend's winter storm.
For example, in Knox County, nearly 1,000 families have not had any running water since Sunday. Our Phil Pendleton shows us how county leaders are responding to that problem. It's our top story at 5:30.
The irony is that the solution is the answer to the problem.
The water company has had multiple line breaks, and it's been in an area where it's been covered with water, with flood water.
761 households without any running water.
3 people to a household at least on average, so we've got quite a few people out of water.
Do the math, and it's a huge problem solved by 400 cases of bottled H2O. Delivered by the Red Cross, the Health Department, and Emergency Management.
Well, I've been without water since last night.
Ricky Hobbs appreciates their efforts.
I think they're doing a good job out giving people water, and you can call down there and get you some drinking water.
Those here at Bingham's Grocery are dealing with the same problem, lack of water. And because of that, they can't cook.
Back then, when you hear this,
Meaning the table Hobbs sits at will only be good for telling stories.
I've seen times like this back in the 70s.
Not eating the home-cooked meals, knowing that every problem has a solution.
We're trying to get it out for cooking and human consumption.
We've been through storms, stuff like this before.
And they'll get through this one. In Knox County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The Knox County Emergency Management Director tells us that the water line breaks were expected to be fixed by the end of today. And water problems continue to flood other parts of eastern Kentucky. In Pike County, water hoarding is now a concern. Firefighters have been passing out water, but they're only allowing 1 case per household. Rural grocery store managers also say they can't keep water on their shelves, and local distributors are now running out of it.
Don't have anything and don't know for sure when you're going to get it. You know, I had a little bit come in 45 minutes ago. As you can see, it's gone.
The National Guard has been called. They delivered a truck full of water today. Mountain Water District managers say that clearing clogged river intake pumps and repairing numerous line and tank leaks heading to 13,000 connections will take some time.
Well, it just seems winter just won't go away for us. We are tracking yet another round of snow heading for the bluegrass.
And it looks like that this round will hit southern Kentucky, and they're still clearing up and cleaning up from the last storm. Our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey, has an early look at the forecast. Chris?
Yeah, a lot of the same areas we were just seeing there having issues into southern and eastern Kentucky, likely to get in on accumulating snows again tomorrow night. And then another round of very cold temperatures. So that's going to make conditions even worse in trying to unclog a lot of those waterways down there in the intake valves. What we're seeing on Live First Alert Defender, I'll start you out on the broad view to show our system that we're going to be tracking over the next 24 hours. It's down across Texas as of now, and it's just really beginning to develop with some clouds lifting on to the north. That moves in late tomorrow and tomorrow night, and that's a storm that will likely produce a swath of some accumulating snows into parts of the area. Short term, nothing to worry about on Live First Alert Defender. We're calm and we are clean across the entire area. Good looking sky cams here into the bluegrass region with plenty of sunshiny conditions out there showing up on top of Lexington. Still quite a snowpack that is in place, but the blue skies over top of us suggest that as soon as the sun sets, those temperatures will begin to drop very, very quickly. Looking ahead to your Wednesday, as we see the forecast by the end of the afternoon, crank those temperatures into the upper 20s to low 30s. That southern system is going to begin to throw a little snow our way, especially into the evening hours. Coming up in about 10 minutes, I'm going to try to pinpoint that sharp cutoff between no snow and snow go. We will break it all down for you coming up here in just a matter of minutes.
Water frozen in gutters has damaged a popular section of an eastern Kentucky library. Our county-by-county coverage at 5:30 begins in Breathitt County. We're told the gutters overflowed because of the frozen downspouts, which sent water under the shingles and down into the building. The water destroyed about 200 books of the children's collection at the Breathitt County Library. The library's director says they must be thrown out because the water damage could cause a mold problem.
Once those books are exposed, you can't send them back out into the public. So we're having to replace those books.
As they work to restore the facility,
the destroyed books represent just less than 8% of the library's children's collection. In McCreary County, a mudslide has shut down part of a road. A spokeswoman with the State Transportation Cabinet out of Somerset says the slide happened on Highway 1363 near Yamacraw. We're told contractors are on the scene now trying to break up the rocks and move them. The engineers hope to have that mudslide cleaned up in about 2 days. The extent of the damage is unknown right now. And in Madison County, Kentucky State Police are trying to identify 3 people accused of cashing stolen checks. Troopers say Keaton Enterprises in Richmond realized that 12 checks had been cashed at 4 different banks last month. The checks totaled about $12,000. Troopers have released these surveillance photos of the suspects. They believe the suspects were driving a maroon or brown Chrysler minivan with a Tennessee license plate.
He's worried it's because he forgot to turn off his stove. A southern Kentucky man lost his home and everything inside after a fire early this morning. The Whitley County homeowner tells our Hillary Thornton he's afraid the cause of the fire involves him forgetting to turn off his stove after cooking bacon for breakfast.
The homeowner says he had just gotten to work in Williamsburg.
Got an emergency phone call saying my house was on fire, and I got back to Corbin as quick as I could.
Rushing back here to Curry Lane, where he found his home engulfed in flames.
Just thinking, oh my God, everything I got, I've lost everything. Everything I got's in there.
His trailer and everything inside now destroyed.
The clothes on my back's the only thing I got right now. That's it. Pictures, I mean, can't be replaced, none of that can, you know. I have a hard time. Oh man, it's hard to deal with, you know.
While he has lost everything, the homeowner says he is both thankful to be alive and thankful for his neighbors who are already stepping in, providing him with clothes and a place to stay.
I was at the end of my rope. I was already thinking, you know, what am I going to do? And they've already said that they're going to, you know, try to give me some clothes and stuff. And just thankful. I would do the same thing, you know, for them. It just shows you how good-hearted people are around here.
In Whitley County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
The Keavy Fire Department worked for about 2 hours to put the fire out. No exact official cause has been determined. A business is picking up the pieces after a fire destroyed their building last night. Firefighters in Paintsville say Peace of Mind, which is a therapeutic business, caught fire about 8 on Monday night. Crews were still battling the flames this morning. The owners of Peace of Mind say they do plan to open a new building. The cause of the fire is not known.
Maker's Mark is releasing a special bottle to help fund UK's new support center for student athletes. The commemorative bourbon bottle will feature former UK basketball coach Adolph Rupp. Keeneland will help with the fundraiser. They hope to raise $2 million over the next 5 years through proceeds of sales of the special bottles. The center will be housed in the new football training facility next to Commonwealth Stadium. The bottles will be available in stores this spring.
For the past week plus, we have talked about all the records set in our weather here in Kentucky. And Karen of Sharpsburg has our good question tonight. Where does the winter of 1994 storm rank in inches of snowfall? Well, Chris Bailey, our chief meteorologist, joins me now, and he has compared 1994's winter storm to this past week. And Chris, are they similar?
Very similar, to be exact, Sam, across the entire area, because we had a historic snowstorm, both cases. Both cases were also followed by temperatures that went way below zero. Look at our graphic. Let's call it the heavyweight winter battle, if you will. Let's start out with the week of January 17th, 1994. Let's focus on Lexington. 10.4 inches of snow. How about last week around here? Yeah, we topped that, Sam. 15 total inches of snow last week in Lexington. Coldest temperature from that same week of 1994, we hit 20 below zero in Lexington. Last week, our coldest temperature was 18 below. Now, overall as a week, the week of January 17th of 94 was colder than what we had last week. Now, let's broaden that out a little bit and look at the entire state of Kentucky. That was the coldest temperature ever recorded back in 1994 in Shelbyville at 37 below. Last week we hit 32 below down into Madison County. So if you look at those numbers,
interesting,
you balance it out, all things considered, the week of January 17th of 94, which was legendary, versus last week, very, very similar. I would put both in the legendary category as of now.
Both heavy hitters.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. If you have a good question, go to WKYT.com.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
A plan to support a troubled retirement fund for Kentucky's teachers is now in the hands of the state Senate.
And EKU is requesting tax-exempt status for an apartment complex near campus. Bill Bryan explains why in the bottom line.
Good evening. In what would apparently be the largest loan ever taken out by the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the State House has approved a more than $3 billion bonding plan to shore up the troubled Teachers Retirement Fund. House Bill 4 is sponsored by Speaker Greg Stumbo. It would help shrink the plan's nearly $14 billion in unfunded liabilities. Courts have ruled that the state's retirement commitments are inviolable contracts that must be paid. But there is strong opposition from some in both chambers who say borrowing that much money would seriously erode the state's financial standing. A top KTRS official says he will push harder now that the bill has headed down to the state Senate. In Washington, keeping the Department of Homeland Security up and running has been soaking up attention on Capitol Hill today. A funding measure passed by the House blocks President Obama's orders on immigration. The agency is set to run out of money on Friday. But Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky is pushing a compromise. It would allow separate votes on funding for Homeland Security and a measure to block the president's executive moves on immigration. EKU officially requesting tax-exempt status for a privately owned apartment complex next to its campus that it leases. When developers of the Grand Campus sought approval to build, they said the city would get about $200,000 a year in taxes. The Richmond Register reports the Madison County school system and the local library, which would also lose money, are going to court. Bill Bryant, WKYT.
A Central Kentucky food bank is extending their business to Rowan County. A Moorhead church is teaming up with God's Pantry to help families in need.
Dozens of volunteers were on hand at Johnson First Church of God today to help God's Pantry distribute thousands of pounds of food. 144 families will be fed through today's outreach. Church leaders say they're grateful and humbled to be a part of the distribution process.
This is the first day of something we believe is going to be very special here in Rowan County. We've had a food pantry here at our church for several years, and we've been helping as many families as we could. But now, if we're associated with God's Food Pantry, we'll be able to help probably 10 times more families. We're happy to do it. We're honored to do it. We believe we're called to do it.
Johnson Church will now serve as a distribution center for God's Pantry in Rowan County every month.